Welcome to this video on factoring. We'll be focusing on the greatest common factor method, part 1. Let's take a look at the first example. Factor the expression 4n plus 20 completely. Notice here that 4n plus 20 consists of two terms, namely the 4n and the 20. So what we're going to do is to find the factors of each term. When it comes to 4n, we can factor it out as a 2 times 2 times n. In a similar way, 20 can be broken down or factored into 2 times 2 times 5. Now we look for the factors that they share, or the factors they have in common. So notice that they both share a 2, and they both share a second 2. So the greatest common factor here is a product of those two factors. So 2 times 2 is 4, so we can factor that out, and we get that 4n plus 20 is equal to 4 times n plus the 5. Now notice if you were to go back and distribute the 4, you will get the 4n plus 20. Why? Because 4 times n will give you the 4n, and 4 times the 5 will give you the 20. So we can say, therefore, 4n plus 20 is equal to 4 times n plus 5. And we were able to factor this one by factoring the greatest common factor, which in this case was the 4. Let's take a look at another example. Example 2. Factor the expression n squared plus 5n completely. Once again, notice that n squared plus 5n consists of two terms. So let's go ahead and factor each term. In the particular case of the n squared, we can break it down or factor it out as n times n. And when it comes to the 5n, you can break it down or factor it out as 5 times n. Notice that the greatest common factor is n. So we can say that this is equal to n times this particular n plus this particular 5. If you were to check this particular answer, you can apply the distributive property, and you get that n times n will give you the n squared, and n times 5 will give you the 5n. So we can conclude, therefore, that n squared plus 5n is equal to n times n plus 5. And that's in factor form by factoring the greatest common factor, which in this case happened to be n. So that concludes this video on factoring, where we utilize the greatest common factor method, part 1. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.